Hello everybody, welcome to I Command. We're doing another game log review. This time, I believe this was a casual game played, and a little while ago we had a player who asked about Zuckuss in IACP, and how come he never sees him being played in any of my game log reviews. And we had a conversation about Zuckuss and where he's been in the meta and where he's at now, and lo and behold, I start going through the game logs that have been uploaded by all of you wonderful players in our community, and I stumble upon this game that was played on October 2nd, or at least it was uploaded on October 2nd, featuring Gruber playing Zuckuss along with Forlom. And not only do we get to see Zuckuss being played in this game, Blade is actually using the ATRT, another figure from, I think this came out in Season 4, that we just don't see very often anymore. I think it's just massive vehicles in Rebels. Like, what are you going to do? They don't quite have the support that that they have in Empire. But it's a cool figure, and I think it's cool that Blade decided to play it here, and we're going to get to see these figures in action. So let's take a look at the lists here. We've got Gruber up on the top. Gruber's got initiative, and we're playing on arm salvage. So this is the one where the stashes do not move, and instead they give you power tokens, and there were 2 VPs at the end of each round. And Gruber is playing a Scum, and as we mentioned, he has Zuckuss in his list. He also has Dengar, another figure we hardly ever get to see getting played. This guy is also from Season 3. So Zuckuss and Dengar both came out in Season 3, along with, I believe, Forlom as well. Dengar and Zuckuss got actually a cost reduction in Season 5. So they both respectively went down from 8 points to 7 for Dengar, 7 points to 6 for Zuckuss. And we did that for a bunch of figures in Season 5, like IACP approved figures. We just costed them down 1 point. And that seemed to help them a lot, although we didn't see Zuckuss played much in Season 6, nor Dengar. We did not recost Forlom because people realized that Forlom works really well with Beast Tamer when you use his programming override to turn him into a creature. So we're seeing that here as well. We do see Beast Tamer in Gruber's list. We're also seeing Greedo, Vinto, Bib Fortuna, Jabba the Hutt, and Punishing Strike. Punishing Strike, 1 point, lets you convert any harmful condition that your figure would deal to a hostile figure into any other harmful condition. So very useful when you have figures that can deal weaken, to convert that into stun. Same for bleed, which Vinto is actually very good at, and I have recently been converted to being a Vinto believer. I think Vinto is much better than I had previously thought he was. He works very good with the new Punishing Strike at 1 point, since he's got access to Surge for Pierce 2 and Bleed, which can be converted to Surge for Pierce 2 and Stun. And on Blade side, we've got a Rebel list. I think we did show his list, or his game where he played with the Echo Base Troopers with Luke. And this time he's got Jedi Luke and the ATRT. Great little vehicle that was introduced back in Season 4. Also cool because there's actually a Legion figure for the ATRT. And I actually have one, and I put it on a 2x2 IA sized base, and I got the physical model. I have not put it on the oh wait, I think I played it once maybe in real life, but most of my play being online these days. So anyway, here's the ATRT. Really cool, 8 points for a massive vehicle. It's also a trooper, which is really unique, and lets it use cards like Call the Vanguard and Concentrate Fire. Also now gets to benefit from Covering Fire, which we saw in Season 6. Got a very strong attack and has really cool abilities. It's got a Vanguard, so it's very similar to the Echo Base Troopers frontline, except you can replace any color die in your attack pool with a red die if the target is within 3 spaces. And then it has a run and gun, which is while you're attacking, you can reroll as long as you are not occupying a space that you were occupying at the start of your activation. So this is a neat little technology we wanted introduced to sort of say, like, hey, if you moved enough with your figure, you actually got a reroll to sort of simulate how they're supposed to play in the, in the actual lore. So that's the ATRT in a nutshell. He's also got Jedi Luke at 10 points with Heir to the Jedi, which just basically for Jedi Luke gives him a reroll on all of his attacks for 0 points. Got 2 Echo-based troopers, and I'll put these up on there too. He's got Gideon, R2-D2, and C-3PO. And this is going to be a really interesting match. I'm interested to see how this plays out. I have not seen Zuckuss get played in a minute, so same for Dengar. I think I've seen him in a little while, but yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, so we've got Gruber with initiative. We're going to go through, let's see, click through, there we go. All right, so it looks like Gruber is going to pass here. I don't see a focus yet. So R2 going to activate for Blade to draw him a card over on the bottom terminal. And it looks like Jabba going to draw a card for Gruber and focus up Forlom. So Forlom, very good map for Forlom. Usually, although you want to have the last activation with him, but not too bad without it. He's able to move 10 thanks to Beast Tamer, since he is going to be a creature with his programming override ability. And then you move 10, you attack with focus, and then at the beginning of the next round, you use your Beast Tamer again, and then you use something like Wild Fury to let him attack twice, and one of them being focused. And then you move back out of danger before you end your activation. It's very powerful. One of the reasons why we see a lot more Forlom than Zuckuss is Zuckuss just doesn't have any kind of combo similar to that. All right. So now we've got 3PO going to focus Luke here. And I'll go ahead and move this down. Okay, and then, oh, what's going on? This is the problem with moving the scoreboards. Okay, planning being played by Gideon. No, let's see. It is being played by Bib Fortuna. So it's going to draw 2 cards for Gruber. And he's going to focus up Garrido. Not a bad choice. And it looks like now Gideon activating for Blade. Going to also play planning. Going to focus up the ATRT. So now both players are at 5 cards in hand. Okay. Oh, he's gonna go for Forlom right off the bat here. Gonna use Beast Tamer, and he's gonna take a shot here at this Echo-based trooper. Wow, nice line of nice line of sight there. Goes right past C-3PO, and he's gonna shoot at this Echo-based trooper that is not activated yet. They're gonna check if he has line of sight though. Oh, I think I spoke too soon. Yeah, 3PO is blocking that. Is blocking line of sight there. Let's double check. Well, actually, let's use our little trick we learned earlier, right? We're gonna go from this corner here. We would go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So he would normally have line of sight, but 3PO is indeed blocking line of sight from the Echo-based trooper. I kind of want to just try the line tool here, because if he could see to the back left, yeah. So he would normally be able to draw to the Echo-based trooper's 2 bottom corners here. So this one and this one, but because the 3PO is standing there, he is blocking that line of sight. So that's going to be an undo. I'm not going to activate Forlom, looks like. Going to go with Vinto and stand next to the terminal instead. Now the Echo-based trooper going to double move up to the blue stashes. I will mention R2, the R2 Echo-based trooper is not controlling that blue stash, but he's ready to go. And Greedo going to pop out and open the door here, so Dengar and Zuckuss are now going to be able to attack this Echo-based trooper. I wonder if Blade thought these doors were locked. Alright, so now we get to see Zuckuss activating. And I do want to bring up his card. There we have Zuckuss. He's going to take a shot at this Echo-based trooper. Unfortunately, that Search for Pierce 2 will not be useful against Echo-based troopers. And looks like we've got, so he does autofocus, so he's effectively green, green, yellow. Search for +2. Unfortunately, there's no droids with line of sight to the target. So Forlum not going to be able to assist Zuckuss with this attack, but he's going to be doing 3 damage. So, you know, modest but not bad for a six-point figure without having to focus him up. And Blade gonna move ATRT over to the red stash. So he's gonna get some damage power tokens here soon. And now we've got the Forlum coming in to take the shot. And Forlum is gonna benefit from Greedo being there and having line of sight. He's gonna get +1 damage to this attack, which is nice. So yep, shared intuition. Nice to see that ability being used. Ooh, triple block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Surge for +1. So that's +2. I think he's got it though. He's got 4 damage. Oh no, that he needs 1 more. He could use Bib here to finish him off. Yeah, looks like that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna discard hit and run for Bib Fortuna. Illicit arms ability to add +1 damage that way. And that's going to kill the Echo Base Trooper. And Forlum able to move back to the terminal. So it's 4 points +1, so 5 points for Jabba. And now Jedi Luke going to come up and open the door for Blade. And let's see, does Gruber have anybody left? I think both players are, oh no, down to just Dengar. So Dengar gonna activate. Let's throw Dengar's card up here. And Dengar also autofocuses, similar to Zuckuss. And he's gonna come down and take a shot at this Echo Base Trooper. Interesting, not going for the one on the crate. Oh, it looks like he did blast one with Forlum's attack. Okay, gonna attack here. Ooh, another triple block. But he's got 3. Surge for +2 is 5. And then he can actually blast, it looks like. Oh no, there's nothing to blast to. So he is doing 2 damage, it looks like. Not too great. 2 and weaken, but he could convert that into a stun with Punishing Strike. But it looks like he is not going to use it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, going to be a stun. Alright. So now 4 points for Blade for the 2 stashes that he is controlling. And going to be 0 for Gruber, although he is up on kill points. Oh no, excuse me, Dengar is controlling the blue one, so 2 for Gruber. So Gruber ahead 7-4, and initiative now going to pass over to Blade. Dengar gets a block token from the blue stash. Echo Base gets a block token. ATRT going to get a damage power token. And going through end of rounds, no end of rounds for either. Start of round on Blade with initiative. Let's see what's going to get played here. Looks like I accidentally deleted a command card that got played. What are we playing here? There we go, Covering Fire being played. So this is being played by Blade. So that's going to hide his, and there I'll pull the card over to here so you guys can see what that does. So he's going to get hidden on his ATRT as well as his 2 Echo Base Troopers. Very good for them, especially with frontline if they're not already focused. Alright. Oh, so actually Gruber has initiative here. So Gruber is going to activate, he's going to make Forlum a creature. And looks like Dengar is going to go, he's going to attack the hidden Echo Base Trooper with no damage and a block token on it. So it looks like he's going to try and stun here and then get out of line of sight. So that will be very good for him if he can prevent these Echo Base Troopers from attacking by stunning them. Going to spend the block token, and we've got 2 surges. So it's probably going to be 5 minus 2 is 3 damage and stun. Yep. And now, ooh, opportunistic being played. Get rid of this. That's going to give him some extra movement points to one of his scum figures. Dengar are going to get out of there, and he's going to be back to safety. And now the only thing that this Echo Base can actually attack is Greedo or Jabba. B2 going to activate the Echo Base Trooper. Going to play hit and run here and attack Greedo. So that's going to let him attack and then gain 3 movement points afterwards. Going to also play Element of Surprise, and he's got hidden, so he's got +1 surge. And it's within 3 spaces, so this Echo Base Trooper can actually use Frontline to change the die to 3, a red and a green. Okay, it looks like Greedo going to play On the Lamb here. It's going to be escaping from this attack. Echo Base does still get the movement points. So we're going to move back into cover. And that's it for this Echo. I believe the other Echo is in the same group. Oh no, this Echo gets to activate now. So let's see. So the hidden does get discarded though from On the Lamb since the attack did resolve. All right, so the other Echo is going to play Heart of Freedom. Going to get rid of that stun, recover 2 of the damage, and going to have some extra movement points to boot. And he's going to go for Greedo here. Going to swap out the red die for a green one. Gets +1 surge. Nice attack. Oh, the surge is going to get stopped though, so he's going to take 4 damage on Greedo. And going to be able to move back to the stash, although he's still... There we go. We're going to move all the way back, and he's now in a nice cover behind that blocking terrain. Alright, so now it's Gruber's activation. Going to activate Greedo here. It looks like. It does not have line of sight. Definitely does not from that blocking terrain. He's going to move up, and he is able to get line of sight from there, though. Going to attack the Echo Base that has 2 damage, and that is going to let the Echo Base attack back, though. It's slow on the draw. But this Echo Base is stunned, so he cannot actually attack with slow on the draw. So nice little combo there with Echo Base. Nice roll from Greedo. Would have liked at least this 1 surge, but not too bad. It's going to do 6, and I think that kills it. Yep, so that's a dead Echo Base. And Gruber going up to 12 points. Oh no, of no importance getting played by Blade. That's going to make this Echo Base worth 0 VPs. Bit of a reverse celebration there. Quite anticlimactic. But he does still get a point from Jabba, so that's nice. Jabba gets him 1 VP for that kill. And R2 going to draw a card for Blade here. Gruber going to activate Bib, and looks like he's gonna spend some of those VPs to get some extra focus to spread around. Definitely don't focus Dengar, and I think he's out of range to focus Forlom. But he's gonna move and focus Vinto and Forlom by spending 1 VP. Okay, Gideon gonna activate. He's gonna push up Luke and focus. He's going to focus the Echo Base, excuse me. And now we've got Jabba focusing Greedo, preparing him for that parting shot. I'm going to draw a card. 3PO activating, going to open the door and move back to cover the Echo Base Trooper here. And now Forlom going to activate with Beast Tamer. Let's see, do we have Forlom? There he is. Getting a free movement from Beast Tamer. Going to come up and take a shot on the ATRT. ATRT gets a built-in +1 block. Not too bad of a roll here. I don't think he can use Concussive Bolt since it's a large figure, but he will be able to stun this ATRT with the Search for Weaken if he decides to do so. He can do 3 damage and stun, or 4 damage. He's doing 4 damage and stun. Yeah, 3 and stun. From that block token, from that built-in +1 block. Interesting though, they're saying, does he have shared intuition? No, because the friendly hunter has to be within 3 spaces, so that he does not get shared intuition from Greedo. Greedo's too far away to offer his insight there. Okay, so ATRT going to activate, going to clear the stun, and now going to move up and control both the red and the yellow crate. But now that's going to put him in line of sight, easy line of sight to Gruber's forces. And Vinto going to come up and take a shot, focused attack, +1 block, so that's going to be Pierce 2 for 4 damage, and Weaken, or Bleed, excuse me. Oh, he's going to do 2 and hide. Interesting. Oh, does he need the accuracy? I don't think so. But he's going to go ahead and go for the hide. So 2 damage and hide there, hidden. And this is rapid fire, so he's going to go for the second shot. That is hidden. So now it's going to do pierce 2 and bleed, as well as probably +1 and weaken. So I think he's doing 3 damage there. Okay, now Luke Skywalker going to activate. Going to play Urgency. Sorry for the cat in the background there. It's going to go through, so he's going to be able to get all the way up to there. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now he's going to have to move again. And he's going to attack Zuckuss here with Heroic. There's Luke, and he does have a reroll. Gonna play Death Blow for +2 damage against Zuckuss, who does have a ranged attack type. Oops. And so Luke, rolling the die here, does have +1 built in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a surge, pierce 3, 5 pierce 3. +2 is 7. Does that kill? What is no, he's got 10 health. Gonna reroll 7 damage to Zuckuss. And gonna move over and stand next to Dengar. So Zuckuss now gonna activate. Gonna be a problem if Luke gets stunned. Ooh, Zuckuss playing Tools for the Job. Gonna attack Luke. So it's gonna be red, green, green, yellow. Oh, he's adding a green. Interesting. No surges, so it's all damage there. 8 -1, which is good because Luke has +1 evade, so he really doesn't want extra surges. So I think he's doing 7 there. Not bad. Deflect, going to deal 1 damage to Dengar. So that's Luke's deflect ability. And that is the end of round 2, it looks like. So Blade controlling 3 of the crates, gonna get 6 VPs, and Gruber getting 2, which is gonna even up the score a little bit, looking like 9-10 in Blade's favor now. Take Initiative being played by Gruber, but Blade is gonna play Negation, and so Blade's gonna get to start off with Luke here, and that was unfortunate that Zuckuss was not able to stun him, but again, that evade makes it pretty difficult. Gonna move up and make a heroic attack. That's his free attack without spending an action. Targeting Forlom, so I think he's gonna try and take Forlom out in 1 activation here before he can go again. This is unfocused though. Ooh, that's pretty good. 4 damage +1, so search +1, so 6 damage it looks like. No reroll, so yep, gonna do 6. And Forlom does only have 9 health, so here's the second attack. That's going to get pierced for 5 damage. So Forlom goes down. Celebration coming out here. Ooh, Blade picking up with, let's see, I don't think Forlom has anything attached though, so he's actually just getting 11, but does get 11 VPs from that kill. Now Luke is worth 10, so a bit of an even trade there, although he did also do 7 to Zuckuss, so if you think about it like that, you know, it's not too bad. But let's see, Luke is now contesting the terminal on Gruber's side. Okay, Greedo going to activate focused attack on the Echo Base Trooper here, who is going to spend the block token he just got from that crate. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage going in. So he's too short of a kill, so Bib not going to be able to help. I'm going to bleed him with the surge. I wonder if he is thinking about using Punishing Strike there for the stun. It seems like stun would be really good against these Echo Base Troopers. Strength in numbers being played, so that's going to allow Gruber to make another activation here that costs 8 or less, so that could be Dengar, Vinto, or Zuckuss. It's going to activate Jabba, though, interestingly. I'm going to spend the VP for the order hit. So that's going to let one of his figures perform an attack and move. I think he's going to go with Greedo again. So, nope. Zuckuss attacking... Oh, excuse me. Dengar attacking Luke. So, no blocks for Luke. So, no surges for Dengar either. So that's going to be 4 damage going into Luke, and then 1 damage to Vinto via Luke's deflection ability. And I should put Dengar's card up on the screen here. There we go. Alright. ATRT going to activate, going to take a strain for the bleed. So it's actually going to take 2 strain as 2 damage. It's going to move and now perform an attack targeting Vinto. Now this is because the reason he's able to do this through Bib is because he's massive, and massive figures ignore small figures when drawing line of sight. So here we go, he's going to spend the damage token that he got from the crate. Yep. Because he is massive, he can make that attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pierce 2 plus 2, 7. He's got the range for sure. 7 damage. And that is Vinto going down. And now Blade starting to really pull ahead here in the VP race, up 26-8. And you know, a big contributing factor to that was the combination of celebration and of no importance. That's a really big double whammy on the VPs for him to be pulling so far ahead. But you know, it's also just he's been controlling the objectives, and he is definitely ahead on kill points as well, just naturally. So all right, so that is the ATRT's activation. Yeah, I think ATRT is pretty good. Like, I think I think the only reason you don't see it very much in competitive play is it's just not a whole lot of list build options for it being a vehicle, although there are lots of good troopers. So I think if people start going back into the trooper pool like Blade has done here with these echo based troopers, giving them another shot, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Being able to play Call the Vanguard with an ATRT is just really good. So let's see, draw is being used here. This is Vinto's card, but he is dead. Oh, he's using it for Bib. Okay, so this is an attack on Luke. So Greedo, Bib attacking Luke here. And gonna discard Vinto's command card for illicit arms. So here we've got Bib. And if he can bring down Luke though, that's gonna be a big points game for him. I mean, that's 10 points. If he has maybe celebration. But Luke goes down to 2 health left, going to deflect onto Dengar. Blade going to activate R2. Oh, going to control the stash. So now Blade is really controlling the objectives here. He's got 2 with the ATRT, and then 1 with R2 and the Echo Base. To Gruber having 0 objectives here. So he has to catch up both on objectives and figure kills. So Dengar going to go for Luke. I'm going to do his green, yellow attack. Oops. Here we go. So Dengar is green, yellow, and then auto focuses. Does have to worry about the dodge though. So no dodge for Luke. He does stop the evade. Or excuse me, he does stop the surge, but that's going to be enough to take down Luke. And that's going to shoot Gruber up to 18, because he does got 1 more point for Jabba as well. And Dengar going to control the blue stash. Gideon going to come up and just stay next to the Echo Base Trooper here, and that's going to end the turn. So it's going to put Gruber at 20, and Blade is going to go up to, I believe, 34. Worth every credit being revealed for black market prices. Oh no, excuse me, Zuckuss is still going to activate here. So Zuckuss playing worth every credit, and if he can kill that Echo Base Trooper, that's going to give him another boost in VPs, 7 VPs. And that's going to take, well, I guess Gideon is going to still be controlling. So that's why Gideon moved up for Blade. It's because he knew that 2 health Echo is going to go down. So Echo Trooper does go down, so that's 5 points, 4 for the Echo Base Trooper figure cost, 1 for Jabba, and 2 for worth every credit. Okay, and now C-3PO going to move up to contest the blue stash that Dengar's controlling. And now Echo Base Trooper going to make an attack here. Sorry, let me zoom in on this, guys, for you. Echo Base, oh, takes out Zuckuss. So that's going to be another 6 points for Blade. And does he win the game there? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's going to put him up to 40 at the end of the round. And that is game over. Very fun game to watch, though. Love seeing the ATRT in action. We did get to see Dengar and Zuckuss in action, as well as Forlom. So it's too bad we didn't get to see a whole lot of Forlom getting to use his shared intuition. But the reason is, like, the reason for that range restriction where you have to be next to him is the whole idea was we wanted Zuckuss and Forlom. I mean, this is way back in season 3, but they were designed to play together, and that we wanted them to kind of be tag buddies and be next to each other or be close to each other. So that's the whole reason that you have those two, the shared calculations and shared intuition was meant to like trigger off each other, but they do have to stay close to each other to do that. But still pretty cool to see those guys in action. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game log review, and we'll catch you for the next one.